The thoughts, opinions, and most importantly the perspectives expressed in this show are solely those of the participants including all guests, and do not reflect the opinions or practices of More Heights Media and or any of its production or advertising partners. Furthermore, More Heights Media does not endorse or condone all topics discussed during this broadcast. This show is purely for entertainment.
Majority of adults have the maturity of an 8-year-old. And I was just like, wow.
An 8-year-old.
Yeah.
My daughter's 8.
But then she's
very important right now. Let me listen in.
Yeah, but she thought, actually, you know what? If, as a parent, it's really good.
You could say he's the LeBron. Like, who's had a run like Chappelle and comedian?
Man gave him the LeBron joint.
Nah, I wouldn't give him the LeBron. I'd give him the Jordan more, because he took the break in between and came back.
There you go.
Actually, you know what I want to hear, yo? How was the inauguration?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
the scammer of the week, SB the student over here, yo.
Did you drop your salute while you were down there, bro?
Yeah.
Nah, I was chilling with Vivek Ramaswamy.
I would see it more as Beenie doing a show with Sting, whereas Kartel took on Sting and demolished Sting.
Yeah.
Sting wrapped it up and said, okay, we're good. Freedom Street wins, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see people coming out and showing up
Like
for Beenie
that?
like that on that type of
On those numbers? Those numbers. Like, I'm saying equivalent.
In this day and age?
Equivalent.
Ooh, look at face.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Yo, smoke shop. I want to feel world great.
Light up, Janko, light Janko, fly. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Janko, fly. Yo, well, great till if your mark on the earth. Even though you never get to see your last youth birth. The man them take your life and the world feel it.
Big up the homie Tristan 5-star, yo.
One world great Camille, all the faith and execute.
So my boy that passed away in Jamaica.
Them try to stop your greatness, them too late. Taking them out of
created
your
this song
mouth to
dedicated
pay
to
school
him.
gate. As a top drunk, you aim for the sky. Great this in your blood and you never stop trying. When they get the call, me say no, that I like. Argent fi confirm I heard her cry. Fly high in the sky. Where do angels go? Where do angels go? I cry, my bro.
The reason why I said a while ago that this might be a bumpy ride is because like this time of the year. So it's just funny how he put this song out now for this reason, but how it hits home for me at the same time. You get what I mean? So big up everybody who is dealing with some type of loss on the outside, yo, because this is year 2 for me without my mom. And what's crazy too is that she passed the same week as her birthday. You get what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
It's rough, yo. And I used to call her and tell her happy birthday on my birthday, because technically it's her birthday too.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
sure.
SB, ever think about it like that?
All the time.
I don't fully understand. Like on your birthday?
Yeah,
Like
because she gave birth on that day, so it's kind of like her birthday too.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I mean? So I would always call her and tell her happy birthday too if she didn't call me first, like whatever.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. I thought of that when I don't remember what birthday it was. I think I put out a post too where I was like, maybe she turned 5 or 6. And I was just reflecting on it, like, yeah, I've been a father for this many years now,
bro.
You know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my math is mathing.
Yeah.
These days too, I'm like, yeah, how has it been this long already?
Yeah.
Like time is really moving, yo.
I really don't believe in that. I don't want to believe in that.
Bro.
Yeah.
Time is moving so fast for me, bro. It's crazy.
But I love that you look at it like the other way.
I don't want to. I don't want to look at it like that. Yeah, time is passing. Yeah, it goes fast and all that. Like as in, you can reflect back and be like, yo, I was just feeding you milk or like whatever, right? Or changing your diapers. But that phase is gone now. Like we're on to the next phase. I had a moment, actually not too long ago, where I saw their milk bottles. Like I kept the blue one.
Wow, you kept one of each or something?
Yeah, like they were unused, and I just kept them. And like every now and then, like when I'm cleaning up or something, like they come up, and I'm like, that's interesting. I just They don't ask for that at all anymore, but it's like they couldn't go to sleep without it.
Once upon a time. Yeah.
So there's those moments.
Fatherhood. I mean, we speak a little bit about that stuff around here.
We are star and I feel we show.
Welcome back for another week of it. If it isn't your first time here, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification. And another thing, don't link me on the ones. Put it in the comments. And I think that goes for everybody in this room. Including the big homie on the outside. Big up her thing every time. She ain't here this week, but you can find her on Instagram at bodyammo or at www.bodyammo.ca. Behind the scenes, we got the big dog, Knots, Zealous Authentic Pictures.
But this my YouTube. This video by YouTube.
Can we get some excitement, bro? Nothing? Not even a smile? This guy's just here straight faced like, yo, what? Man, I'm trying to big up your thing, dog.
But this my YouTube. This video by YouTube.
Man saluted.
And I thought you said...
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It looked like that. It looked like
We're going to get to some of that later. Yeah. But Zealous Authentic Pictures, keep him booked,
Keep him busy.
That part. Who we got next? The boy with the Albion Heights hoodie this week. I rate it. Still touch me, dog.
You already know.
I rate it, man.
You
Grade 2, bro.
You already know.
Yo, me and this guy been friends for 3 decades.
It's wild.
Right?
Somebody try to bang with us out here, bro. 3 decades. That's a long time, yo.
Hearing that, you'd think like I would feel old. I don't feel old. But like, it's a long time, bro.
3 decades, yo.
It's a long time.
Somebody bang with us in the comments, yo. What you guys got? Because I don't think you're beating the 3 decades, yo.
Face mom.
Big up his thing every time, yo. Find him on Facebook.
Outside.
give him the. Come on, SB.
Outside, man.
That's part, yo. Big up Tug of War in his thing, yo.
I like how I got you on that.
Yeah, I'm on it still, pod. I'm on it, pod. All right, you saw what I sent you on the weekend too, right? Nas, you saw what I sent you too, right? Big up Tug of War in this thing, bro.
Only going up this year.
But I go by the name of Bun. You can find my Instagram at wha'SUP Bun.
I know nothing that call it bun fi bun.
But more importantly, over here to my right, you're looking alright still for the winter time, bro. You doing push-ups now, shit?
No, I'm getting there.
Still just with the walks?
Yeah, just
even
walks.
outside of minus 25.
I was out there yesterday.
Minus 37.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was out there yesterday.
I was out there for the weekend still, but the last 2 days it's kind of rough,
all
bro.
of that. Y'all can have all of that.
Yeah.
Not me.
I put on my windbreaker pants and everything, like with an extra layer underneath the whole 9, bro.
I did
gloves.
I did a good 90 minutes maybe yesterday, just killing Onward from Howard Schultz, just listening to that. I was going through that heavy.
The beard helps, I guess.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. But it's so cold that like my beard is like kind of freezing up too.
Yeah,
Like, it's getting
I
all
can
hard.
imagine.
But it definitely helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
What's up at the book club, though?
The book club is dope. Shout out to the inquiries. I've been getting a couple of people interested to join the book club and stuff like that too. Yeah.
Only going up this year.
And it might be the book too. So right now we're listening to the Let 'Em Theory by Mel Robbins. And again, if you guys are interested, we're going to go through chapters 6 through 11 on February 2nd. So hit me up, DM me. We'll do that.
You think it was that Audible thing that came through that may have like spiked your numbers a little bit?
No, but shout out to them too for posting that. But no, this is...
Oh, you're getting reposts on Audibles?
Yeah. We're working on that.
Big up SB and his thing, yo. Do we even do your Instagram? Find my Instagram at SB the Student.
There we go.
We didn't do.
Yeah. No, but I got the follows via TikTok. Starting to play with that game a little bit more now too.
Not the TikTok. I mean,
we don't know what's gonna happen with it, but hey.
that word.
Yeah. But she's like I'm starting to become a fan of the book more and more. Mm-hmm. She's talking about she's getting into the whole emotional part of just life, and there was something that stood out. Just like,
did you say the title of the book again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Let 'Em Theory.
Yeah.
So she goes, "What is an emotion?" And like for a second I was like, yo, what is an emotion? And like she breaks it down like scientifically, where it's just like chemicals basically being released, going through your body, and the burst of the chemicals in your brain ignite like responses and feelings, and they're absorbed and they're released within like 9 seconds. And that doesn't give you enough time to really process it, and you're reacting almost in a subconscious state
because you're feeling it physically
right away.
Yeah,
and it's just it's interesting when you break it down to that level. Like, what can you do in between that time frame to really be able to control it? So she gets into emotional maturity, emotional awareness, and how we're not really taught it. And
that part.
Yeah, and then majority of adults have the maturity of an 8-year-old. And I was just like, wow.
The 8-year-old.
Yeah.
My daughter's 8.
But then
she's very important right now. Let me listen in.
Yeah, but she thought, actually, you know what? As a parent, it's really good, the stuff that she's saying. Because she talks about kids and how they have their moments where you don't buy your kid the video game, or you don't take them on that ride, or you don't get them the ice cream treat, or whatever it is.
Tantrum.
Exactly. Exactly. And then they want to be secluded, but they really, like, they want to get away from you, but they really want you to come and give them attention. And then she compares that to adults, where it's like someone's giving you the silent treatment. They still want to talk to you, but what's the difference between that 8-year-old and this adult that's an adult, but is
still doing
the exact same thing in their way? Yeah. They still want the attention, but they're not treating you the right way.
Nuts, don't do that. Don't do that.
I was gonna say,
his mic is muted up still, but don't do that.
What do you say? What do you say?
When I say with your chest now?
That's women for you, man.
But
get our knots in the comments, ladies.
I'm gonna do it for Pre right now. There's plenty of guys like that too.
That part too. Yeah.
Shout out my brother. I'll cut that up for him. but it's crazy. Like, they were talking about that, and there's another example that she gave, and shout out to my mom. They're like, when mothers, well, like, she was using an example of her friend, and she's like, her mom won't talk to her for like a month, complete silent treatment. And one day, just come down the stairs like, hey, how are you? What's going on?
That's the crazy part.
That is nuts.
Yeah, that's the stuff to me. Is like,
but it made me feel good to know that other people go through this BS as well, right? And like, I don't understand the concept of silent treatment. I much rather be like, yo, say it, let's go, like, get it out there. But I guess it's conditioning. I guess their parents did the same thing or whatever. But the book is starting to have an impact on me where it's becoming more and more practical. Where it's like, okay, you're not just speaking for elderly women or like whatever your demographic was. Because initially I was looking at it like, this isn't applicable to me. But now, the more that she starts breaking it down, I'm starting to really enjoy the book. So
but at no point do you think the
Mel Robbins.
silent treatment should go into effect? Like, what if you're just reiterating the same point over and over again towards like, I'm just done talking about this. I'd rather wait for you to identify it then. Because we've spoken about this on numerous occasions.
I know, at least with me, when I'm silent, it's one of two things. Either I'm too hot and I'm not in a place to discuss.
Yeah, fair.
Or, like, I've talked
you've already said it so many times.
Like,
why am I wasting my time?
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm done. Like, at this point, you discuss what you need to discuss. I discuss what I need to discuss. Stalemate, whatever. All right, yo. Like, let's take a breather.
Do you think that the silent treatment is warranted at that point, or it's like it's still just silent?
Or what is she saying? What is her?
What does the book say?
We haven't
gotten that far yet.
But she's not coming from it that angle.
Okay.
So that's
because it's not a relationship book. It's not based on relationships.
It is sort of. It is. But like
intimate relationships?
It is and it's not. Like it's just about communication and how to deal with your emotions and grounding yourself and being able to not give the other person one up on you on the way that you react, but to be able to control your reactions. So don't like let them. So if someone's being a certain way, don't let them trigger you into a reaction. Let them be that way. And it sounds so basic, but she gets a lot, like, she dives deeper into it. As far as doing it when you've constantly been repeating yourself, there's a part of it where she goes into let me. So it's better understanding, okay, so they're this way, but like, you got to let them be that way, but let me not be triggered by that. So you're still reacting with your silence to this person in some sort of like defense, if you want to call it that, or just like, I'm done with it, but they're that way. So you got to almost accept that they're that way. Like, they don't get it, or find a different means to be able to communicate that with them. But all in all, it's becoming a really good book. So I'm pretty ecstatic to continue going through it. Yeah.
Too late to join?
If you could catch up, I mean, if you could get to chapters. I don't even know what that means.
I was on YouTube and try to like watch some real quick to catch me up. Cole's notes, yeah.
But you know what it is? But on the real, this is one of those books that you can listen to when you're driving. You don't have to sit there silence and go through it. Like you could catch up to it. Like she is very engaging. Here, I'll give you another tip on her too. I'm giving her a pair of shout outs right now. I got so sick of the first 2 chapters where I'm like, none of this makes any sense. So I just started to notice certain things that she was doing. She was engaging the listener. She's like hooking you in. She'll ask you a question. She'll give you an example. She'll paint the picture and then she'll share her part. So it's almost like, here's the hook. Hey, do you remember a time you're in the airplane and the person behind you is annoying? For example, they're coughing and then you look at them through the cracks. You can picture that. Can you not?
Oh, yeah.
Right? So she says that. It's like, there's this guy behind me. He keeps coughing and I'm asking him to cough, but he's annoying me. I don't want to get sick. I have a speaking gig, blah, blah, blah. She hooks you in. She paints the picture, asks you the question, tells you what she did. She kept doing that in the first 2, but I'm not relating to any of the examples that she's given me. Chapter 3, it picks up. Now it's like, okay, now we're getting into the, the human behavior side of it, the psychology, the research. I'm like, okay, now I'm like salivating. I'm just getting all into it.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good book. You could grab it on like just go. You're going for your walk. You're going for your ride. You can get through it pretty quick. Yeah.
I try to check it out still. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's basically your week. That's what you've been doing yourself all week, just reading, I guess. That's what it sounds like.
That's like not even my week. That's usually every day for me at this point. But no, I had a pretty good week, man. Took my kids rock climbing. And these guys reach like next levels where it's probably like maybe 3.5 stories that they're climbing now.
Yeah.
And
Spider-Man shit.
Yo, they're getting really good, bro. Like my daughter especially, because it's more of me and her thing, but like my son is into different stuff, but he'll come with us when we do it as a group. But the way she's balancing, I'm gonna put up some videos. The way she's balancing, the way she's actually being able to just her senses and like trusting herself and even get into the heights. Like she's only 8 still.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing her progression, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first time you seen her climbing and she reached a certain height. You're just like, or did you ever be like, oh, shit, like you're up there, and then now you're just like, yeah, go get it, go, keep going higher.
You want the truth on that?
Yeah.
All right. So might have to edit this out. No, I'm kidding. She's like, I had this video still too. She's maybe 2 or 3 years old, probably like 3. And I was getting cameras put up on my house, like security cameras. So I had one of those ladders up. She gets on the first step, the second step, and I'm close enough in case anything happens.
Yeah, but you're still worried at the same time?
No, I'm not worried at all. I'm letting her, it's like,
you're letting her discover?
Yeah, but it's like, it's safe enough for her to do it, but it's also like a completely new experience for her where I'm not like, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm not panicking. I'm like, all right, let's see where you go with this. Gets up to the 3rd step, like the 4th step. And then like the way she started climbing, like her head got under the steps. I'm like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
So since then, she's always been climbing.
Nice.
So even at the park, like there's certain things that she gets to the top and she'll be like, Daddy, I'm scared. And she's panicking, right? And I'm kind of like, no, relax, like take a breath. And she's like, no, catch me. I want to get down. And it's like, calm down, first of all. Like relax, take a breath and figure it out for yourself. And she didn't at that example. And eventually she did jump and I caught her, but she got to learn how to calm down. And just next time she does it, and she's done it multiple times since, there's no fear. And I want to ingrain that in them, like learn. I'm not always there. And then like my son's different. Like right now he's going through this thing where it's like simple things, man. Putting on the rock climbing shoes. Dad, I can't put it on. It's Velcro, bro. Like,
not the bro.
It's like I don't know what it is, but he's just, man, it's hilarious. I was literally having this conversation with my boy today because he showed some video to me why fathers are important and how mothers might coddle them a little bit more. Not dissing any moms, just giving a shout out to the fathers. And I'm just like, nah, do it yourself. Like, figure it out.
Yeah.
I did. I tried. What did you try? These are not my reactions. Right? Like, I'm very patient with them.
For sure.
Very patient with them. But I'm like, you got to try it different. You got to try it again. He's like, you got to help. No. Okay, cool. It didn't go back and forth this many times, by the way.
Yeah.
He figures it out himself. I'm like, did I help you? He's like, no. I'm like, you figured it out because you tried. And it's just like just reassuring him, like, yo, it's okay. Like, just figure it out. Like, try a different way if you don't figure it out. If you really need my help, I'll definitely help you. But I don't want you to not be able to think or have the ability for critical thinking or just being able to experiment even. Nothing's going to go wrong in this scenario, you know? Completely safe. You're not like going to fall off or hurt yourself or nothing like that. So I want them to be able to do that sort of stuff. Because I had like a free range to do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like man.
And you remember a lot of it like that?
Like, even if I don't, right? Yeah. It's just what I've become now.
I was because of it. You're definitely,
you know,
like, a result of that.
So like when you say like you guys got the fashion awards and all that stuff, like I got voted in for most daring. Like only going up this year. That was my yearbook thing, you know. But I want to experiment. I want to learn like that. That is actually how I learn, right? So just trying different things all the time. So I want to introduce. I have introduced that to them. I want them to take off with it. And even that, I even tell them that too. I'm like, yo, listen, there's gonna be a time where I'm older. And you guys are learning everything and understand everything that's going on. You guys better teach me the same way I'm teaching you right now.
Bro. The way I made a joke the other day with my daughter, because I was saying to him, like, I don't know how you got so tall so fast. And I'm looking at the pictures that I have up on the wall. I'm like, you used to be a baby. Why don't you go back to being a baby? She's like, you want to change my diapers again? I was like, not really. But then I guess what I said to her, I'm like, are you going to change my diapers when I'm older? And she's like, you're not going to wear diapers again. I'm like, you'll find out when you're older type of things that happen. Yo, you never know. Just be prepared to do that.
Like, flip it another way though. Even with my dad, I remember like how impatient he was with me. I don't want to help him with nothing right now. Like he wants to, like, he's clicking away on his phone. Like, how do you do?
You gotta have patience, bro.
Exactly. But it's like, I do now. Like that's
one of the things I pray for regular is the patience.
Yeah, but it'll come bite you. Like, it's like you gotta remember those things that are gonna come down the line too. Like, treat them the way that you want to be treated, man.
Speaking of the diapers thing as an adult, big up my friend Dominique, friend from college. She's actually trending, or what do we call it, going viral these days on TikTok. She sent me a video. She's like, check this out. She posted a video of her falling outside of her house. She sent it to me on Saturday, I think it was. At like 77K, ran that up to like, I think over 300 now at this point. It was just under 300 as of yesterday when I checked.
Just her dropping?
Yeah, just her falling. But it's funny because her slipper flies off.
Yeah.
And then it's like she can't find her slipper. I'll send it to you. Actually, we'll see if we might post it, I guess, with
it's kind of funny
the episode or something.
But the slipper is gone. She looks around, can't find it.
Hilarious. But while we were in college, she had done a short film called Once a Man, Twice a Baby. And it was a really good short film, and I'll never forget her doing that. And it's one of those things that made you think, like, oh shit, you are once a man but twice a baby.
That part.
Yep.
On some Benjamin Button shit.
Yeah.
So big up her thing every time, yo.
Only going up this year.
How's your week though? Like, what's up? None? You get like regular week, regular work shit?
You already know.
Yeah, that's what you got. Nothing?
I mean, I got some shit, but stay tuned for that. That's a work in progress too.
Nah, so what's up with you, yo? Nothing crazy? Chilling? Kicking it?
For the most part.
I guess it's that winter vibe for everybody.
Bruh.
For me, like I was saying off the top, yo, like my heart's been heavy all week, I could say. It's been a rough week. This time of year is challenging. January's just don't really, the last few Januaries for me. And somebody put it in perspective for me the other day. And I really had to sit back and think about it, because 2019, January, it's February, beginning of February. But my grandfather was in the hospital basically on palliative, like it's like any day now. Yeah. So it was the end of January. So he passed away February 2019. January 2020, my separation had started. January 2021, we're still dealing with separation problems.
Yeah.
I guess you could even say January 2022, we're still dealing with some of the separation problems.
It's gonna be like January 2025. Still dealing with separation issues.
That part, bro. Let me get this one in real quick. And then January 2023, my mom, yo. So it's like, plus the winter, like this cold weather. Even my mom's night, it was the coldest night of the year that night. Remember that? That night. Not remember that night?
That night.
Yeah,
yeah.
Then the power went out. Remember?
Yeah.
It's rough still. But it's just, I've been doing a lot of crying this week, I can tell you that much, bro. My grandfather was on my mind earlier in the week, and I don't even know what triggered the thought, but it's just, and even that, so even friends, because I've lost a few friends around this time of the year too. Funny enough. R.I.P. Pun, R.I.P. Verbal, and then even my boy down there in Jamaica. And then this time of the year just seems like, a lot of people I find deal with loss around this time of the year, and it's just, I don't know what it is. And then you have to tack on this January weather, but I don't know. Hopefully everybody who's outside watching and or listening just keep pushing through, yo.
You know what, yo? Some of that.
Send you what?
Send that jar.
Yeah, you got one of those joints to put in
How
here?
you mean?
Wow, you gonna tell that story then?
It's funny enough, like there's no story to this.
That ain't one of mine because I lost one the other day.
I didn't find it on these ends. I just happened to find it, and I haven't found one in a long time.
Talk about what this is too at the same time, I guess.
For those who don't know the significance of the dime.
Do you see how many are in here now?
Yeah.
All singles individual.
And we're gonna bring that June 8 too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
We're bringing that June 8.
Hey, write that down. Make a note of that.
We're bringing that June 8. That's definitely on deck. Anyone who's been following the show, you gotta know, like, the dimes are very significant to us. Bun can definitely break it down better than me, but long story short, the dimes represent people of your...
When I discovered it was your ancestors, but I feel like, I think it's just anybody who's passed.
I think so.
Somebody who's been with you at some point in life.
Significant.
It's just... Because I find at times I might be thinking about somebody, and it might be a friend who passed away or something, and then the next day or two I might find one. So it's like, I wonder if it was them, as opposed to like an ancestor, which is what they say on the internet on Google. But I mean, Miss Tab has a pretty good like story that she had told. But yeah, the dime just represent your ancestors, yo. And I randomly found this out in 2020, March of 2020. I just had told a friend, I keep finding these dimes just always by themselves in some of the most awkward places. And they're just no other coins around it, just a single dime.
Yeah.
And then they said like it represents like something to do with like your ancestors passing away, something. Put two and two together, and then the more people I shared it with, some people have come back and told me like, they find dimes too. So where'd you find that one?
I can't even remember because I had that for the longest time, and I made sure I was like, let me keep it. I'm gonna bring it. And I keep forgetting to bring it. And I said, no, I'm gonna bring it and drop it in. I can't remember the story behind it. It was just I haven't found one in a while, and I found it, and I was like, I was like, I was very intentional of bringing that dime, put it in that jar.
When we're talking about the whole thing about January sucking, like,
January 2nd?
No, January sucking.
Okay.
Sucking.
That's a pause.
Yeah. I guess.
Close enough.
But January.
What I said earlier, I don't think was that bad, and you guys are here.
January might be a girl.
I've thought about that too, like in terms of like my whole zodiac and rising sign, all that stuff. If there's something about the season of that we are in right now, which is what, Capricorn still?
No, we're in Aquarius.
We're in Aquarius now. Aquarius is when did it change? Just the other day, then, right?
Recently, a few days ago, a couple days ago. Yeah.
Just I vibe with Aquarius is still.
You would, yeah.
What I was gonna say was, so my master just passed away. Meaning my mom's brother-in-law.
Okay.
And so this is very recent, like a couple of days ago. What I'm starting to notice now is that generation is starting to go.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So like my parents are still like the youngest of like that whole class, if you will. Like my mom's the youngest of all her siblings. But like we lost his wife maybe like 3 years before to cancer. Like he just passed, and it's like a bit of a reality check. You know how you're like, I don't feel that old, even though saying 30 would be like, I don't feel that old. I'm looking at it like, oh my God, these guys are like slowly, like it's hard to say that we're not old considering that they're definitely much older, right? And now they're hitting that next journey in life, death. And it's creepy too, man, because like even just before Christmas, I went to go see my Masi, so another one of my mom's sisters, and she's in a long-term care facility, and she's got dementia, bruh. And that was different. Like you're talking to her, and I like this is actually really crazy. So I went with her son, my cousin, and she's still herself. With like any time that I've known her, and I've known her like throughout my whole life, right? I've known her when she lived in India. I've known her when she moved out here, everything. And she's a very like a very religious person, like very God abiding person. You know, she'll always wish you well. You feel good when you leave. She's always saying something, some sort of prayer. she's still like that with dementia.
Yeah.
And,
You can't. Oh yeah.
And it was just so crazy to me. I was just like, wow, like this really, like at this point, there is no fake. Like there's this is really you, raw, even in this state,
to the core,
right?
Yeah.
And it was crazy to me. Like she's like, even after when she's leaving, like she like doesn't know her names at times and does and doesn't. Like she goes back and forth and all that stuff. But she's still like, oh yeah, I wish you well. Why you do this? Why you do that? Like you know what I mean? Still setting you off in a good way. Come back and whatever. And I was just like, wow, this is like, it's a whole. I've never met someone like that. Like not just the prayer part, but like with dementia. And that was like a different kind of reality check where I'm like, wow, like we still come to you. You have dementia, but we're still leaving feeling good. You know, like.
I'm going to tell you a story about my grandfather now.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if I've ever shared this with you, but my brother did a really good job at capturing like my grandfather's last days. And he spoke at his funeral, the service that we had here in Canada, because we had a service here, then one in Jamaica.
Yeah.
But my grandfather had a stroke, so he lost his speech. But my grandfather used to write speeches. Like he was a wordsmith.
That's where you guys get it from, eh?
Sure. Well, yeah. He would definitely take credit for that.
I still give you guys credit for that. Like the whole eulogy at your mom's funeral was like, it just, no one, like I'm not comparing anyone to anyone else, but it was like everybody just went up there and delivered straight. And I really enjoyed listening to their delivery.
I've heard that from a couple of people. So
like that was something.
Like I've never, my only time ever like experiencing that.
I noticed. I just noticed it from everybody, like even the friends, but like the family for sure. It's just like, wow, okay, yeah. But sorry to interrupt, but yeah, go ahead.
And I found myself watching it the other day. I watch it every now and then, but I don't know, maybe because it's this time of the year. He was on my mind, so it took me back to that time, and I watched the video, and. Like because my grandfather couldn't speak, there's a word that he just kept trying to utter and like get out every time you would see him as best he can, and it was relationships.
Yeah.
And I even mentioned it at my mom's funeral too, as part of what I like.
Yeah, I remember.
It's relationships. Like life is about all the relationships that you cultivate along the way through like the journey. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's just relationships. And my brother did a really good job at capturing all of that in what he said. I might even post a little bit somewhere on my Instagram, I guess maybe, but same thing. Like imagine being in that state, but still wanting to get that message across. Like trying as hard as you can to get that
there's still
out.
There's still time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like if there's one thing I want you guys to know, that this is what life is about. It's relationships. And another story I'll tell you before we take a quick break is Ray Vaughn. Big up Ray Vaughn. I'll still big up his thing, bro. Even though
only going up.
the man's out here dissing Tory. A little beef thing still that's going on between Ray Vaughn, Joey Badass, Tory. You probably heard a little bit about it, but not sure about it. But Ray Vaughn put on a song not too long ago too, where he talks about. I played it. Didn't I? I think I played it for you too. There's a couple bars in there. He talks about his grandfather, and when his grandfather passed away, and seeing his grandfather cry. And I was just sharing this story the other day. My grandfather never showed emotion. Like I remember one of the things he would do is at Christmas time when he would get his gifts, he'd go upstairs and open it by himself because he didn't want to show that that vulnerability, the joy, like all of that type of stuff in front of anybody. He was just always very discreet with his feelings and his emotions.
Isn't that wild,
bro?
Like when we think back to it now, like how far they would go to do that sort of stuff. But anyway, go on.
Different generation though.
It is. Sorry to interrupt, but it's like. It's hard for me to accept it at times too.
I know.
Yeah.
When I'm like, I'm pushing the needle, like, yo, give me something. You know? And it's just,
I know.
It's silence.
Silent treatment.
Yeah. But that's one thing I'll give props to my dad for, man. Like he is like, he's definitely developed that now, which is super impressive to me. Like I look up to that, to the fact that he's evolved to the point where he could say stuff that I would never have ever heard him say or imagined him saying. But it's like, it's crazy to me.
Good job, Dad.
Yeah, good job, me. Good job, son, and good job, good job, grandkids.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But sometimes that's what it is. It takes the grandkids to get that type of stuff out of them, like to really understand it.
Yeah,
because they were too busy trying to figure out life with you, but now they figured it out, so they want to like make sure they're good for the grandkids.
Like again, shout out to Mel Robbins, but it's very simply said, but sometimes again it just lands. you dissect how they were raised and how their parents were and how their parents were in culture and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's a lot of layers. But again, the credit goes to the fact that, you're still evolving, bro. Like, I love that. Yeah. Like, some people are just legit stuck in their ways and you have to accept that this is just who they are. But the fact that this guy is still developing and growing, oh my God, like, it makes me so proud. Like, it makes me so proud.
But yeah, to finish off my Ray Vaughn story, he has a couple bars in the song where he talks about his grandfather passing.
Yeah.
And he says that his grandfather, he saw him cry.
Yeah.
And so, remember, I'd never seen him express any real emotions. But the day before he passed, I was visiting him like on his deathbed in like the hospital room. And I played a song or a video of my first daughter singing while we're just in the car, and he like a tear ran down his face, like just rolled down, and first time I ever seen my grandfather cry. So when I heard Ray Vaughn rap those bars about seeing his grandfather cry, like, it hits home for me. But the song is called "Picking Cherries" by Ray Vaughn. I'll play some of it on the way out rather than hitting the chimes on you guys, because yeah, like I said, big up anybody who's going through some type of loss at this time of year. It's rough, but we got to figure it out somehow. Don't give up. Keep going at it. Oh, yeah.
But I was digging for a while.
And just to add to all of that, just to bring it back home, I feel like that's what that jar represents. Not just the ancestors, but the relationships that, like, tattooed in here, tattooed in here, left a mark, and that's why we hang on to that.
I walk with a dime every day in my pocket. So if you see me on the street, say what's up, bun. And if you're nice, maybe I'll give you a dime. Maybe the other kind, though. You know what I mean?
All are accepted.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Before I had the cake, they deserted me.
Big up everybody listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, all these audio streaming platforms.
Fuck you for all eternity. I used to shop at Angel Views, living with a broken wing, sleeping at a minimum, cause all I had was broken dreams. Used to sell work and hit different when you know the fiends. Growing up, we never did ballet, but we was holding beans. Hopped off the same porch I used to wait for my dad. Sad and hope nobody see through the mask. So trying to forget that nigga is a difficult task. Can't follow in his footsteps cause we on two different paths. Damn, I can't believe that you passed. Love your people while they here, the streets taking them fast. Water off and I can even give my baby a bath. I got 15 minutes of fame, so I'm making it last. I used to eat the ramen noodles out the butter bowl. Heating up the house, don't let that oven close. I put on my grown man shoes, and I still can never trust a soul. Mama working doubles while I'm trying to chase the mother load. Had close kin try to cross me, they born fake. I grew up with them, watching Rugrats on the orange tape. Looking back, nobody showed up.
Remember I had that same orange tape. Remember Simone talked about it?
Biscuits like a horse race.
Orange
With
tape?
vouchers used to pay for kicks in the cornflakes. Strong people break too. We just rebuild quietly. It's probably cause we scared of being judged by society. EDD scams brought my niggas out of poverty. And battling yourself ain't a fair fight. In my darkest days, when nobody there to shed light. Work the corner, baking soda, beat it like it's egg whites. 9 W's like the beginning of a website. I just lost my grandpa, I know he in the sky. Man, that nigga like my daddy, glad I got to say goodbye. Had deep combos with him right before he fucking died. And I know I fucked him up, cause I ain't never seen him cry. He ain't wanna go to sleep, cause he knew death was still nearby. He knew death was in the air, and that's something you can't deny. He said you finna go to Hollywood, and I said I'ma try. Now I'm feeling crossed over, cause he on the other side.
Are you looking to refinance this year? Make home improvements? Need a new mortgage? No problem. If you are in the GTA, don't wait. Book a one-on-one consultation with Suresh Ravindran at 416-953-8073. Know all the options available to you. This guy even got his headphones on, like laying. Nazi killed that one too? Ready to go, man? Back out of the break in this bitch. SCP gang gang. Big up Most Def on the outside.
I don't wanna write this down. I don't wanna tell you how I feel right now. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. I don't wanna take no time to write this down. I don't wanna tell you how I feel right now. Hey, tomorrow may never come. for you and me.
I'll give you some more of this vibes, too. I'll give you some more of this vibe.
Tomorrow may never show up. For you and me, this life is not a promise.
Hello, everybody.
Sticking with
recording
some
live from somewhere.
Lord,
Booker.
turn it up. All night Sunday.
Now, you remember this joint?
Follow me now. Say I think yes, you're rolling hip hop. Say J-Roll, yes, you're rolling hip hop. Redefinition, say you're rolling hip hop. Say like so, come to rockin' out.
From the first to the last of it, delivery is passionate. The whole and not the half of it. Forecasting aftermath of it. Projectile and I'm blessed away. Accurate assassin shit. Me and quality close like Bethlehem and Nazareth. After this, you be pressing rewind on top, you master this. Shining like an asterisk for all those that you gather. Connected like a roundhouse from the townhouse to the tenements. Cause all my Brooklyn residents don't let heavy regiments. Don't believe, hear the evidence. We're Brooklyn. See that? About to take it all, can't believe that.
Big up everybody in New York, all the boroughs.
Equality, tell them what we be at.
Brooklyn, New York City, where they paint murals of Biggie and cash we trust. Cause this ghetto fabulous life is pretty. What a pity. Plus 50 cents, it's intense. Street sense is dominant, can't be covered with incense. My presence felt, my name is Quali from the eternal reflection. MC is shorthand for misconception. Let me meditate, set it straight. Came to the conclusion that most of these cats is featherweight. Let me demonstrate, walking the streets is like battling. Be careful with your body. You must know karate and think your soul is bulletproof like Sade. Stop acting like a bitch already. Be a visionary and maybe you can see your name in the column of obituary. Third grade teacher reading and talking about I knew he'd amount to nothing. Neighbors like he was the quiet.
Ready for the chorus?
They was frontin', talking loud like you and RCA. Get carted away with body parts and trays. What the way to start your day? Yo, it's like
1, 2, 3. Most heavens all equality. We came to rock it on to the tip top. Best alliance in hip hop. Why oh? I said 1, 2, 3. It's kinda dangerous to be a MC. It's shot Tupac and Biggie.
Alright, this one's for both you guys actually.
I know I can't afford to stop.
Toe up, dog. Wow, man. Let me tell you about it. Y'all, she came with the same type gang, type of girl giving out the fake cell phone, the name Big Fame. She like cats with big things.
The 90s, the early 2000s, the late 2000s. What a time to be alive, yo. Bruh. But here we are now in 2025.
Only going up this year.
So how'd you guys like that Chappelle, yo? Chappelle recently was the guest host for SNL. I don't even know what number time this was for this guy, bro, because he's done it a few times now. Repeating suits out here. It's like Chappelle don't care, yo. Chappelle, how many suits you got, dog? Like, come on, switch it up a little bit, dog.
I actually respect the fact that he didn't.
What? That he just wears the same suit?
Yeah, it's a nice suit still.
Yeah.
Why not rock it twice?
You watched the live or you caught it the YouTube version?
YouTube version.
Yeah. Now, man's not even out here watching SNL like that anymore, are they? Like,
Is anybody watching anything?
Yeah,
like
that part.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
When's the last time you caught SNL live though?
I wasn't really.
Never
really drew.
You were the biggest one?
Nah.
Nice to watch 1, 2 times a year in the back in the day. Last time I probably watched it live was
when
like
did it even air live? What time?
2019? Like 11:30.
Yeah, nah. I'm watching UFC.
Yeah, well, I guess
Saturday. Yeah, I missed the whole thing.
Yeah, you want to talk about that later? And
we could. I don't like. Do you guys want to talk about it? It was an ill card, straight up.
Anyway, so how'd you feel about the Chappelle thing?
There you go. This guy's
But apparently, though, that was the longest monologue ever.
Yeah,
ever in SNL.
I mean,
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what I heard.
He made use of it.
I was gonna say he earned it.
Made good use of it.
Are you kidding me?
At this point, to me, like, is Chappelle the most thought-provoking comedian of our generation and of our time?
I would think so.
Like, is there anybody else that you think can bang with him?
Consistently. I feel like everyone had their
You're the
wave,
comedian too, so think about yours. But you say, yeah? You think so for sure?
Hands down.
I can't think of
I can't think of anyone else. Think about it. He's you could say he's the LeBron. Like, who's had a run like Chappelle and comedian?
Man gave him the LeBron joint.
Nah, I wouldn't give him the LeBron. I'd give him the Jordan more because he took the break in between and came back.
There you go.
Ooh, you're on one
There you
with that
go.
one.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I think he's still got
Didn't lose a
lots
step. Oh, for sure.
locked, loaded, ready to go, just waiting for the right time.
Yeah, but I guess it also depends now where you rank Jordan and LeBron. So is Jordan number one for you, meaning Chappelle's the top comedian for you ever?
Because either way, that's still GOAT status.
Still GOAT status?
I think he was just making the comparison in terms of like what he did.
Yeah,
career-wise,
he's the GOAT. At least he's the GOAT right now. No one's talking.
Yeah, but because this guy's a comedian guy. So I'm like, is there anybody else that you feel like might be banging with Chappelle right now at all? And Nats, you can fix that, please?
There's a lot of people banging right now. Like Schultz is on one
with Chappelle though.
It's not comparing it to Chappelle.
I think
like I'm not looking at it as so much as comparison, but just like on top of their game, killing it.
No, definitely.
And like I'm entertained. I don't know where you're going with it, but like I love where you go with it. Pause, like all that. Yeah, so I'd put Schultz up there too. I still like Bill Burr.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know, Louis C.K. is pretty funny too. So yeah, all that.
Yeah, I don't mind any of those ones. I bang with most of them. What were your takeaways though from the Chappelle thing? Like, what was like the one, nothing that really hit home that had you on the floor dying of laughter?
Nothing had me dying on the floor.
For me, there was no rolling. But he's Chappelle. He still did his thing.
And do you prefer that side of Chappelle, or you prefer a Chappelle show slapstick type humor Chappelle?
I personally prefer stand up, but like I love the Chappelle show.
I did like Chappelle show never hit like he had some good ones in there, but it never hit like that for me. I never really liked it that much.
No, I did still. Yeah. But this, considering what he was talking about and what the circumstances were, like it's a monologue. Like, all right, let me put out the jokes and then let me end it on this serious note to, captivate the crowd and really get that emotional response from everybody. I think that was well put together. I don't know who else does that other than him, where he has you hanging off every word.
That part.
Right? Yeah. And it's not always, and I think this is a main thing too. It doesn't always have to be funny, but it's got to be interesting.
Yeah.
And he's definitely got you interested,
For sure.
Yeah, and he makes you think at the same time.
Definitely thought provoking for sure.
He's super wise too, man. Like even do not forget your humanity. Like that's a big message.
Yeah.
And like, I think, good luck, and I'm not joking. I mean this. Like it's kind of cool coming from him actually.
It's like more than like Chappelle's able to tie in real life stuff and address politics at the same time. But I think a word that sort of sits in between all of that to where it's like he's not so political or whatever, but it's more policies. Like to him, it's like, yo, where do you sit with these policies that are in place for everybody? Because it's either you're here in America or on some other continent somewhere in the world. But there's a lot of things that we have to like care about in life that some people over here care so much more about, and some people over there don't care so much about. But he's able to tie all these things in with humor, and that's what makes him so great.
He picks and chooses his battles.
I mean, the one battle he has is with the
already know.
He's forever keeping them in there with it, bro.
Yeah.
But with his Trump stuff that he had to say too was quite entertaining.
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like Pierre and Trump were on his side, and as far as that's concerned, like,
what do you mean?
Just what they said about the genders and what they consider.
That part.
Yeah,
I guess. I like how he tied in the whole LA Fires thing with it too, though.
The mushroom cloud thing.
That was hilarious.
That's funny to me.
That was hilarious.
But even that, like,
speaking of the LA Fires, I think it's very important to acknowledge that, though. Like, I guess prayers for everybody out there dealing with that. Like, my thoughts have definitely been with them, because I did check in on my cousin last week, Simone, the one that I had FaceTime with that day. Yeah. So. Yeah. So she was in Maryland. She said she can't go back, and she had to actually have somebody like remove some of her stuff for her and stuff. But
damn.
Yeah, I know it's a rough situation for everybody in LA who's dealing with some of that stuff. We don't have too many LA listeners, but hopefully.
Only going up this year.
But shout them out, and
times like that, like geographically speaking, it's a good place to be.
I mean, we can get into some of that stuff after too, because there's some conspiracy theories out there in terms of what's going on with the LA.
I was thinking about that. Like, if you want to play the conspiracy game.
Hey, are we done with Chappelle though? Like,
I'd like to think so. I mean, shout out the suit. Like
what? That's all you guys. That's the only takeaway you guys have is the suit, man. Nothing else.
I don't know what else to really take away from him. Like I like how he puts everything together. The humor is hilarious. Like his presentation, his delivery, like everything is good.
That Palestine message at the end was very important to me though.
Palisades or Palestine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, dealing with people from both lenses, both sides. It was perspective at the end of the day. And the way you see it. And like, yo, don't forget about just that, whether you're from there or there.
It goes back to do not forget your humanity.
Do better, bro.
Yeah.
Do better the next time around. Every time you experience something, try to improve on the experience. And it reminded me of the golden rule in life. And I've talked about it on so many occasions. And funny enough, I'm reminded of it at this time of year too. Yo, do unto others. Like, do unto others as you would like to be done unto you. It's the golden rule in life. And it's a golden rule that is every single religion is based in. No matter which way you spin it. Do unto others. So be kind to the next man or woman as best you can, because you want that same energy back to you. We should reciprocate it. And I thought it was important how he brought up the whole Jimmy Carter thing and then referencing Trump in the end too. It's like, yo, he took that opportunity to remind America how great of a person we want leading us. You are in that position now. So yo, be that. Like, don't set out to be this ignorant person and spread this across the world and we don't give a F for America stuff. It's like, nah, bro, every person matters. Yo, do unto others. That's it. And I think Chappelle's the master of it, yo. The way he does it in this comedic way at the same time, there is nobody else better at it than me. Than him, to me.
To take, like, again, ha ha ha, he, we're laughing with them, and then to deliver that right in the middle of the laughter and to get everyone's attention.
That's because that's what you have at that point is everybody's attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And to end it on that note, and I guess to your point, like, yeah, letting them know, like, you owe everyone that may not have voted for you as well, because they're still counting on you. Right? So that whole part. And then even he adds in, it's not just America, but it's the world. And that's big. Right? And that good luck is for real too. Like, it's a lot of stress. It's a like, in a way, if you want to get deeper into this, because I didn't know we're going there. But he's also letting the rest of the world that's watching this show also know that, hey, listen, like,
including Trump,
this
which he acknowledged because Trump's watching.
That was a message.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but it's like he is one man that is really trying to do all this. So also, like, let him try to do this. But so I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, but
do better next time is what he said. And when I heard him say, I thought about my ex. I'm not gonna lie, still, that's where my mind went. Like, John knows, dog. Do better next time. That's it.
How do you mean that?
Yo, it's like, just be better with the person that you are encountering every single time. So to me, it's like, yo, all of this back and forth is so unnecessary half the time. You get what I mean? Like, just do unto others. Be kind to others. It's just that simple. If you can be kind, we can all be kind together. I'm kind, you're kind, we're all kind together. You get what I mean?
Like jokes aside though, it really does go back to the whole maturity thing. It's send that as a gift, yo. Like maybe both of you guys could join the book club.
Well, link. Send the link.
Send the link. But I mean, like, we have another couple in there. The book club is going to become therapy for people.
Yeah. We'll see. You never know.
Only going up this year.
So what, you want to move on to this Trump and Polyev mess that's happening, yo? Both American and Canadian, because Canadian politics is getting kind of spicy too, eh? Because I'm keeping spicy. Up. Real spicy. It's getting real interesting now, yo. On some like America type energy.
Yeah. It's
you think so?
It's picking up.
Yeah, man.
It's definitely picking up. It might not be American level, but it's
so you want to start Canada or America? Where are we going? Canada or America?
We can go back and forth.
Yeah, we could go back and forth. Right. But what do you think it attributes to that?
In terms of what? Getting
it's
more
getting
spicy?
Spicy?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't even know what the root of it is.
I got an idea, but I want to hear
what?
I think a part of it is social media.
Yeah.
You want to get that stinger in and you want to put it out there. You want everyone to see it. And you want to see how like easy it is to make this person look stupid or to like make their points meaningless or show how much they, how hypocritical they are.
Because social media sort of like going back to the whole Jerry conversation a couple of episodes back too, where it's like Jerry introduced America to just ratchet culture. It's like social media now has become just this platform where it's real life. Mm-hmm. You see the good stuff, you see the bad stuff, you see the ratchetness, you see the righteousness. You know what I mean? Like you get everything. So traditionally, you'd have to go on these platforms like a CNN, a CNBC, and be all decked out in my suit. Tighten up, B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember? Tighten up. Tighten up. You know what I mean? Pause. Crossing the border. Exactly. Go back and check that episode out. Tighten up, B. But now it's kind of like
everyone's bumping the
on the couch just chilling. Yeah, like whatever. Feet up. Trump's out here with Andrew Schultz and these guys. Like, all of that stuff is gone. It's just real life, yo. It's just surface level.
What gets more authentic than that?
Exactly. So it's like, if this I'm really feeling.
Is he not the first to use social media the way that he's been using
Trump?
it? Yeah. To reach out to all these different platforms and to just go on there and just not really have anything staged or expect what they're going to ask you and just go ahead and shoot the shit. That's...
Yeah, but he ain't got...
Politics aside, that's impressive.
Yeah, but I feel like you still need to have respect at the end of the day. And that's what he lacks. He's very dismissive to where he's just like, I don't like it. What's his famous line from his show? What is it? You're fired. Like, get out of here. Where it's like,
maybe that's necessary though.
Is it?
Maybe to some degree in politics. Like maybe that's what you got to do. Like everyone else is starting to do it now. You just said Canada's getting spicy.
I can get I can get some of that argument at the same time. But do you want to be treated like that though?
I don't know. Did Trudeau deserve to be treated the way that he got treated by Poilievre or what? The common sense plan? Like he's just, you're a bozo, you're a clown or whatever you said.
True.
You know how many people probably rooted him on? Like some of it is, it's getting there.
The thing with Poilievre to me, he's too Richie rich for me. Doesn't he give you Richie rich vibes?
So in what manner?
Like he's just such a snob. Like he
definitely comes off as a snob.
But an elitist?
I shouldn't. I'd say from the Poilievre that I knew from before.
I'll smack you with this money type Richie Rich vibes, bro.
He definitely comes across as somewhat. Yeah,
I'll give him the wit. He's funny.
He's got that. So what?
Mark knows at the top.
Mark Carney doesn't sound like that to you?
Not as bad still.
What? Oh man, he looks like to me. If he's giving you that,
Mark.
I haven't heard enough of him speak to say that he comes across as a snob or an elitist.
The governor of a bank. Like I know more than you. What are you talking about? I was up there in London.
Did you hear him say that, or is it just because he comes with that title?
Demeanor. Like if you want to, that's I don't remember Poilievre like saying it like that or saying anything to that degree. It's just the presentation from what I'm understanding that you're putting out. No.
Yeah. So Mark Carney is the former governor of the National Bank
of Canada.
And he's now
London.
And London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's now vying for liberal leadership.
Yeah.
And he is one of the options that the Liberal Party would have to then represent them as their leader.
He's actually one of the top.
Yeah.
He's up there.
The other one being Chrystia Freeland.
Yep.
The Mark Carney argument to me where I feel like he might have a little bit more pull is because of his financial background.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, but like traditionally people look at these conservatives to be like the money guys in the banks and like they're the ones that know how to control the money. But him being a liberal but still having that financial background, it really might work well in his favor in terms of keeping them up there.
And the fact that he's not like tied to Trudeau and the party as much as
everybody else. Yeah,
recently.
Yeah. Whereas Freeland was like Trudeau's second in command. So I was like,
and she was there for the whole run.
But the only thing is the way she just removed herself. She's like, I'm good.
Yeah, but that goes back to what Pierre is saying. Like he's like, this just happened when he's not popular anymore. But you guys ran with him for the last X amount of years. Yeah. Now he's not popular and you guys want to remove yourselves? Like, no, you're the same thing.
You think Freeland's got a chance?
No.
She has a chance.
It's just, obviously, but like...
It's more of an uphill battle than...
I don't even think she'll represent the party.
What was that?
I don't even think she'll, like...
So she's not going to win leadership, basically?
No. You don't do...
Who you got early runnings, bro?
I always thought Carney over Freeland, personally.
Yeah.
I always thought Carney over Freeland. There's too many burdens that she's carrying from the Trudeau.
Yeah. That part.
There's just too much.
That's a big part.
There's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, she was on CP24 earlier this week, and she said something about like Nick Dixon asked her.
Nick Dixon, big up CP24.
That part. He asked her, so how do you think you're going to separate yourself? You've been so aligned with Trudeau, Deputy Prime Minister, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel you're going to separate yourself? And I think she said something about like, I can't remember what the exact quote was, but like, it was like a beef thing. And even Nick Dixon was kind of just like, Yeah, and like Freeland's like, yeah, it was like that.
That's what I want to know. Like, how deep does it actually run?
I think it was a lot more hectic and turbulent than a lot of people would think, especially this side of the border. The politics on this side of the border is getting real spicy, and I think if the blinds were removed, we'd see a lot of dirt and a lot of back and forth that would surprise a lot of people. I mean, obviously Pierre's gonna paint it as, oh, it's just you're unpopular, so you're gonna get off the shit before it sinks type of thing. I think there was a lot of beef, more so than it being unpopular. Like, I think there was a lot of disagreements, a lot of other agendas that wanted to get pushed, but it was like, nah, but I'm top dog, I'm the prime minister, this is how we're gonna run it. And
you're saying the internal conflict existed, like it's been quite some time.
I believe so. I personally believe so, but again, what do we know? We're not in the cabinet, we're not, on Parliament Hill, but I believe so.
You think Trump's adding fuel to the fire though?
Oh, for sure. He's loving it, bro. He's salivating. He's salivating
because he's just adding to the mix up, the pasta.
Bro,
February 1st.
He's adding to the pasta. He's shitting all over Freeland.
Yeah.
He's shitting all over Freeland. He been not liked her. Doug Ford, he's gonna come for him just now. You didn't see what he's doing with Danielle Smith, the premier of Alberta.
Yeah.
That's his, like, trust me, Canada's biggest thing is the oil, the energy.
And that's where most of it comes from.
Exactly.
Outside of that side of Canada.
And like, she's
big up all the man from Ontario, Toronto out there digging, bro. There's enough of the man that went out there too.
Bear mans. Shout out. But yeah, no, he's like, nah, I'm gonna align myself with the biggest resource you got, the one thing that matters to me. And from when I get this chess piece, y'all can make all the noise you want, make all the hats that you want. It ain't gonna mean a damn thing. So yeah, Trump is definitely salivating. He's definitely loving it, and he has his moves too. He ain't sitting back idle. He's paying attention.
Well, February 1st, the tariff comes in play, 25% for Mexico and Canada.
So he said.
Yeah.
You saw the Freeland announcement?
I didn't see it, but I heard.
You watched any of it?
I heard
because I watched it live, and it got kind of intense in there, and you feel bad for them after a while because she's trying to make her announcement saying that I'm putting my name in the hat to be the next leader of the Liberal Party. And the way the protesters just one after the other, yo. One starts making a noise, yelling, throwing up flags, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. They kick them out. 2 minutes later, next one starts hyping up, carrying on. They kick them out. 2 minutes later, because they time it. Because they want to stretch out as long as possible. So every time Freeland tried to start talking to get into her like hype momentum, up thing, bruh, no, and they kept killing her momentum every time.
Where was it?
So it's organized, eh?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and I rate those ones still.
That's funny.
It was in her writing, I think at
oh man, in your
maybe
own
like
writing?
a Montessori school or something, or some type of school over there. I don't even sure exactly where it was, but.
That's rough.
Bro. Big up Michael Coteau, the liberal. Like, he's in the background, the one black liberal that's left. He's in the background on some, oh my goodness. Come on, guys. It got so bad that they went outside, like they're in the gym, but a couple of them must have went outside to the side door of the gym now, started beating on the door, yelling. You could hear them from outside. And I was like, damn, yo, they really don't like this lady, yo.
Really got to throw back to
really
West
making a push for
West
this
shit, yo. Yo.
West Humber badness, yo.
Do you feel we're like unorganized compared to them right now? Compared
the US?
to Trump? Yeah.
In what sense?
In the sense that he just got into office, he's already writing off everything. Like, he's ready to go and make executive orders.
But you can do that though. The way their political structure is set up, you can do that. Our
depending
system,
on what the bills are and where they're
You can't just do that on this end. I mean, you can do it. First off, you need a majority. First and foremost, you need a majority. You know what I'm saying? And then you can have a little liberty to do what you want. But you can't just come in day one as the Prime Minister of Canada and just be like, we're going to sign off on this.
That's what I'm saying.
So what's your question?
I'm saying, don't they come across way more organized than us in that regard?
It's not necessarily organized. It's just the way
half of it's just for show, bro. That's what Trump does. He just makes some of this stuff like, mind you, there's certain things that are that are being enforced. I guess. Would you call it organized? No, I wouldn't call it organized.
I wouldn't call it organized.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it organized. The one that I think is really bad is the diversity stuff that he's over there playing with. Because they're removing essentially the programs that they had in place that allow people of visible minorities to basically delegate how much money goes out to different
agendas, initiatives.
Yeah, basically initiative programs like that are partnered with whatever companies and organizations, yada yada yada. And I thought I had the direct quote somewhere in here, but essentially it's like it takes away the opportunity from white people advancing. Essentially, it's like, bro, it's been doing that to black people and other people of visible minorities for decades. Like, what are we talking about? Like, how is that the basis of your argument? It makes no sense to me, and it's sad to see. But going back to something I referenced last week with Knots and his brethrens, them over at Earn Your Leisure. They were on the Breakfast Club last week, and one of the conversations topics that they had addressed was just that, and how think of it as people trying to hold events and looking for sponsorship money to come in to put these things together. They're still dependent on a lot of these programs to get the funding for it. But guess what? All of that money is going to start being pulled and get cut off. So where are you going to get the funding from? And what that goes back to is the ownership. If we don't have ownership over these things, ultimately we don't control the money and where it can go. And you can even apply that to the music industry now with Homeboy, our hometown hero. Big up the boy on the outside.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
If you don't own your product at the end of the day, bro, them niggas is going to have control of what you do at the end of the day. You get what I mean? And that's a big problem that a lot of people are having right now. And it's only going to get worse for a lot of people in America based off of these initiative programs that these guys are just now cutting off. And that's the sad part. The fact that this guy said, yo, day one, gone. This guy put them on leave, expecting to just terminate them within the next couple of months. That's sad, bro. Like, you're just setting the black Hispanic community like back further and further. And I feel like it's not
to mention the 13 million undocumented immigrants that are about to get sent out.
Yeah.
I
don't know, bro.
That's another crazy thing too, though. A lot of those people might seek some sort of refuge or asylum in Canada, or there's a potential for that. So are we prepared to handle something like that if that happens? Like, there's a lot of like a big shakeup right now. Becoming the 51st state sounds kind of good right now. Shout out Dougie.
I can't wait to be somewhere in the middle of the bushes, not even have to worry about any of this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Just turn my TV off.
Till then.
Yeah, until then.
Basically.
Entertain some of this, yo. Do you see Polyev on CB24?
Yeah.
Because that was hilarious to me, too.
He was on recently, too?
Yeah,
how was it hilarious? Please do tell.
Polyev was on CB24 the other day with Phil Perkins. And he had a couple of questions to ask him, and the way Polyev entertained the back and forth was hilarious to me.
The only thing that he's missing in that is when he's eating his apple. he might as well have been eating an apple there too.
But you see, like, even he gives so much Richie Rich vibes to me. Like, he's just a brat, yo. Like, come on, Polyev. Did you really have to do that? It was funny, but like, whatever, bro.
That's what it was. It was funny.
Yeah.
But that's another thing for Canadians to worry about now too.
What?
Those that have a passport that is marked X versus M or F, they might have trouble getting across the border or get moving around. Like, I don't know if that's
though. But like, how can the states dictate how our passport is written up?
I'm just saying, I don't know. That could be a thing. Like your paperwork's not right. We don't accept this. Like, I don't know. It could be a thing.
And then go back home.
Am I stretching? Like it could be a thing. No.
Damn, I don't know. But the one thing I can tell you is like, I'm starting to pick back up into more politics again these days, yo. This guy and I used to talk a lot of politics, but
we're gonna be talking more.
Life caught up with us, and I guess now we're back at a stage where it's like we gotta delve way more into it because it's getting sticky out here, man. You got any more Trump talking points, or you're good? Because
no, you got the Pierre talking points.
Actually, you know what I want to hear, yo? How was the inauguration?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
the scammer of the week, SB the student over here, yo.
Did you drop your salute while you were down there, bro?
Yeah.
I was chilling with Vivek Ramaswamy.
Hey, man, talk about your boy Elon real quick, man. How about that?
My boy Elon. I love how you guys are throwing all this on me.
Tesla drivers, bro. Exactly.
Listen, blame the autism. Like
hear this guy, bro.
You got a little too excited, and I don't know.
You think that's what it was?
I don't know what that was, yo. Like,
I don't know what that was either, bro.
I don't think it was what people are making it out to be. But can we just agree that it was weird? Like,
I honestly didn't even see it in real time, and I did watch a little bit of the inauguration.
I didn't see it in real time either.
I watched,
but it's hard to.
I'll admit to watching a little bit of it because it was my thing. I was like,
I saw enough of it though that it was just like, bro, like,
because I did feel bad watching the MLK Day. Like, it was Martin Luther King Day.
And that's why I was like, no, I'm not on this.
It was definitely unsettling. It was weird to me. Like, it had this weird, eerie feeling to me.
Yeah, you can say weird for sure.
Yeah.
I don't
to see that many white people in the one room together like that. I was like,
it's just so hard to take him seriously like that.
Who, Elon? You're talking about?
Yeah, I feel like he does get carried away and like he doesn't know what to do.
Like you're comparing him to a Hitler, like. Elon, like he's not like. Can you?
But why would you do that? Why would you even gesture that on this type of platform at this point in time, bro?
It's that.
I get it. I totally get it.
And then his response, I get his response, and I get his response too. I can almost sympathize with it, but it's like, don't give me stills, because at any point in time you can give a still with a person with their hand up. I want to see what they did in real time. My man fully went.
Kind of like Knots. I'm not doing it. Knots just did that earlier too.
Like, don't do that to Knots, bro.
He committed.
Knots dirty. Bro.
Oh man,
he doubled down. He did it twice. Like like one to the left.
Do you think anybody? Right. Do you think anybody in the in his party at this point or in Trump's cabinet could like really control Elon though?
And that's already started, bro. Like, it's already started. I can't wait to see like 2 years from now how is Trump gonna control him?
He is so vocal. Like, they had a beef before too, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So it's like, what if their beefs are gonna be all over, like
all over.
If it ever happens, it's not gonna be private.
But that's just it. I think it's gonna happen with all of them, because
too much egos, too much power.
Zuckerberg was there.
Zuckerberg was a flip flopper, man.
Bezos, but they were all there kicking like they're one big posse, bro.
And they
control all the money in America. They'll control all the money in the world right now.
Yeah.
Well, and they're all there as one big posse to say, imagine now when they get to flexing. You get what I mean? But and they start get the beefing.
It's gonna
be a problem on here, bro.
Those guys could keep it private, but Elon and Trump cannot keep it private.
Like, them too, exactly.
Like, come on.
You think Trump's gonna be like, Elon, you're fired? He's gonna be like, bitch, I'm gonna buy you out.
Listen here, girl. You might be the president, but
it was weird to see all of them together like that too, yo. But I mean, I guess that's where we are in the world now.
So we are, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's diabolical if you want to put it like an evil little twist to it.
It's what you see in like movies and like
sort of
like back in the 90s.
It reminds me of Austin Powers and what's that guy? The evil guy, Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
One of those just came
There was definitely parts I wanted to vomit.
Should we take over Canada now? Hey.
There's definitely parts I wanted to vomit, yo. When this guy said, I was saved by God to make America great. No, Trump. I was saved by God to make America great again. Talking about when the man tried to kill him. As if that was even real.
Oh, you're on that energy, eh? But what about what he said about Martin Luther King? Like, we're gonna bring everyone together. What, that was just said for the sake of being said?
Come on. We'll be back after the break, yo. But what are we doing now?
But I'm just saying, so what, that wasn't like admirable that he's bringing that up and he's acknowledging the whole thing?
Do you believe it though? Do you believe how sincere do you believe Trump is trying to bring in?
Well, the fact that he's about to release the files on his assassination, I think that's heading that direction, no? Like, this stuff has been gone for like decades, but he's bringing it up now.
Oh, the Martin Luther King you're talking
about? Yeah. MLK, RFK, and JFK.
Yeah.
All of those assassinations.
Yeah.
Bro, let me find out about Dr. Sebi first. That's what I care more about.
Part.
Bring those files up and then we can start talking, bro. Yo, like, what's up?
Those files are
do that.
Listen. I know I said I was at the inauguration. We're not really that tight.
Yeah, that part, bro.
However, you could probably shoot him a message and he might get some like traction there. Let him know. Hey, set this up.
Yeah,
it's Bun from SUP.
yeah.
Follow me at What's Up Bun. I got some suggestions, Trump.
I'll do it when you do the opening monologue on SNL. How about that?
Man, Trump ain't gonna be around back then.
All right, yo. On that note, I guess we'll take another quick break and be back with some more perspective.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some body ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
Whoa, yeah. Look at me dead in my eyes. I know that you know that a nigga ain't lying. Too much respect. All of my shorty BDs, they know not to try. Too much respect. I used to hand out CDs before they would buy it. Whoa, she love me so much. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Look at me dead in my eyes. I know that you know that a nigga ain't lying. Too much respect. All of my shorty BDs, they know not to try. Too much respect. I used to hand out CDs before they would buy it. Whoa, she love me so much, it seem like she buys. Niggas don't know how I live, but that's cause they live at the high. Ay. 4S13, stepping on shit till it's quiet. He brought me the money sealed up, I still had to count it, I cannot just hide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the bed.
Pardon me, my mic
Tell her
wasn't
to
on.
open the safe. I hate a privileged rapper who don't even know what it takes. The diamonds they hit like a rainbow, that's cause a necklace of Frank. Purr. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, let's have sex in the nines. Do it. Breaking and bending the spines. Do it, let's do it.
The irony in this song. You know what the song title is, bro? It's off that album with him in 21. Privileged rappers. This guy's talking right now, bro? Of all people? Is it just me? No? Nah, SB, you ain't right there with me, bro? What is this guy on out here, yo?
Nah.
Huh?
Nah, I'm not.
You're not disappointed at all from a Toronto man standpoint?
Nah.
How about you? You gotta be, no. Nah? You don't business?
I guess I don't business. I mean,
there's no level of disappointment, guys. Like, come on.
I don't look at it as deeply as you do.
I think that's what it is. Must be up in his feelings when it comes to this.
What, from as a Toronto man? Okay, you're okay with the way this guy's behaving in the industry right now?
Okay.
With this lawsuit bullshit?
Yeah.
And the things that he's complaining about?
Yeah.
You're okay with it?
I'm fine with it.
Perfectly fine. That makes sense to you?
He's playing $1 billion game, bro. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Who else is playing this game?
How about you?
You know what? I can separate it. It just, the timing of it and the reasoning.
Is it just that, the timing of it? Had this happened at any other point in time? But what else would it have taken for him to like take it that seriously?
I don't think he could take it.
Because it's not to say he wasn't fighting against the label before trying to remove himself. Because he got that big deal, and it's like, all right, I'm trying to get out of this joint. But I still question whether or not Drake could even have that same level of. He'll have commercial success from a music standpoint, but what else does he have? Because he's always had these brand partnerships, these brand deals. But going back to last segment when I was talking about the whole like having your own product to brand your own shit at the end of the day.
For me,
what are you really moving on here besides music?
But does it matter if you're getting a check?
I think it does, bro.
Why?
Because they could just take that check away from you.
He's probably making more money than people that have their own brand.
But when they take the check away from you, then what do you have?
Then he goes partners with someone else.
Like who?
Like whoever he wants.
Independent shit?
Sure.
He can. He can at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
his name is not going nowhere. Like he just.
It's not that it's going anywhere, but you don't think it's tarnished?
No, not if you ask me.
It's tarnished.
In terms of what?
It's tarnished.
In terms of what?
The trajectory that he's on isn't what it was. It's not what it was.
In terms of what?
Trending downwards
or his acceptance in hip hop.
His figure is his what he represents in hip hop. His figure in hip hop is now not what it was 2 years ago.
I think it depends who you ask.
Nah, bro.
What, like
the mere fact that what Kendrick, Kendrick basically has the biggest diss song ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's towards you.
Yeah.
You got to live with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's definitely gonna tarnish your reputation, your career somehow.
Especially like when this song can end your career.
I still think he could recover from it. I don't think he's gonna lose his career.
I still think he can.
I think the Pusha T thing was crazier. Like revealing the child. I still think that thing was way crazier than this.
I don't think was it though?
Come on, bro. No one
Why?
knew about
Because
that.
he had an opportunity. Because he did it for him. Drake never had an opportunity to do it himself.
Yeah, he destroyed that whole thing. Like that was, if he was not going to recover from something, like that should have been it. But he's going to recover from this too. Maybe it takes a little longer. And I think Kendrick isn't going to be the guy that could hold up the weight. Like, where's his banger now? Other than that, the argument against Kendrick is, how do you do anything without associating it with Drake? Let's see your next big hit. I know Drake's going to have one at some point. So what up?
You don't think Kendrick's going to have another one?
I don't know. It's not going to be to the magnitude of that.
Yeah, that part.
So it's like, so whose career is really over?
So whose career is really over?
Yeah, so whose career is really over? Like, okay, so you hit your peak.
That's rough still.
But look at that angle. I don't think Drake hit his peak yet. I think he could go ahead and collab with anybody and it'll be huge. Isn't Kendrick collabing with What's-Her-Face on every track right now and it's still not cracking sold out stadiums or anything like that? Yeah. So he's relying on somebody and it's not working for him.
I would say he's relying.
Yeah,
on
no.
SZA.
Again, that's in house.
Why not?
That's the same camp. Like they'll.
How many tracks is she on his album?
I don't know.
But again, like
Multiple?
how many tracks did Wayne?
They're on the same label.
Yeah, how many tracks did Wayne and Drake done? How many tracks?
But that's not saying I need Wayne to help me right now. It was just like, okay, it's good music. I feel like Kendrick needs the assistance right now.
Nah, from SZA. SZA's gonna.
Well, they're touring together.
Same label, fam.
I get
Same
it, but
camp.
still, but like, can he still perform the same numbers without her? Am I making a point or no? Am I just on my own on this one?
No. Like with what you're saying, and if I'm understanding you correctly, what you're saying is that this is by far Kendrick's biggest track he's ever produced.
It definitely is. That's a
which
fact.
I think we can all agree. Not in the sense of the lyrical content and the way he has created the song and such, but more so the numbers that it has done.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we can all agree to that.
But he's not going to beat it. He's not going to beat his own number one, and it's going to be associated to Drake.
So this is his Michael Jackson's Thriller.
That sucks.
I guess. So who does it really suck for then?
No, God, trust me, I get what you're saying. Like,
I get what you're saying. It's just
Kendrick ain't gonna outsell that They Not Like Us shit. And it's like, it was a track directed at Drake, the biggest artist in hip hop. It's rough. And that's the argument that's forever gonna linger the entire time.
And hypothetically speaking, right? Let's just say this whole thing. I think they want another 34 days because of the LA fires before they respond to Drake, UMG.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say they end up settling something. And he gets another bag.
Big bag. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's gonna shut their mouths so quickly that it's gonna be hilarious.
Drake gets the bag.
Yeah, but then what does he do next? What comes after that?
He could do whatever he wants at that point.
Music, movies. What are you talking?
Yeah, like I'm not saying movies. I'm just saying he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but
right
you think
now
he's come back with music.
Where I get confused is where everybody says like, "Oh, he's suing after a rap battle." Nah, he's not suing.
And
I know.
And they even told him go ahead and sue him. Like they almost said go ahead and do that instead of suing us. But he's not doing that.
That's the annoying
He's playing
part.
over everybody's head. He's playing the game that no one's ever played before.
Yeah.
So everyone's opinion doesn't really make sense to me. It's like just shut up and watch the show. Like if he catches that, you're gonna shut up. If he puts out another album and he kills it, you're gonna shut up. And he's likely to do all
are you
those
even
things.
gonna pay attention though? Because I feel like a lot of people are just starting to write him off altogether. So it's like Drake drops the music, nah, I'm good still.
Maybe in these circles,
nah, I'm good still.
Maybe in these circles, but he's like.
But again, Drake doesn't have the same machine. He's not gonna have the same machine behind him to push the music.
Isn't there another?
So it's like,
wouldn't there be another company?
You think he already has enough of a following to know that when the music drops, everybody's gonna know the music drops?
People will still follow.
Social media. How many followers does he have on IG right now?
Yes,
can't
but
forget
then
about what this man is capable of.
Exactly.
Yes, but imagine now being in Toronto, Drake drops music. Though they're likely to play his music here more and longer than some US markets will after this entire thing.
But he's got a
so
lot of
in
love
our minds, Drake might still be this big artist, but for all we know, on the other side of the border, they might be like, nah, we're good on this side, bro. They not like us.
He's got 143 million followers, on IG. And those aren't all people. That's not Toronto.
What's Kendrick at?
Not that.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, me too.
Not that.
We said 143 million right now?
Yeah.
What's The Rock at?
Kendrick's at 17 million, 17.4.
10%, 11%.
Yeah, that's sticky still.
But it's like the population of Canada.
Honestly, like the way people want to reward or award Drake a loss, it's still a W.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's almost like you guys want to see him lose so badly.
It's the same Cam and Jim shit that's going on right now, just at a lower grade.
I guess.
I've seen Jim on every single platform that exists on the internet in the last 5 days, bro. Like he is on one piece of press run for this album. Off of this one song and this one Cam and Cam beef. Like, what are we talking about? That's what it takes. This type of tomfoolery, bro, to entertain everybody. To just have your name in their mouths. Pause.
But going back to Drake, with you, SB saying that Kendrick is not going to top what he's done number-wise.
Yeah.
Does Drake have a point as to why he's suing? By saying, the machine really inflated your numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why we acting like the machine didn't inflate Drake's numbers too?
That's the thing, though.
Why we acting like the machine didn't do the same things for Drake?
No, but just going back to the conversation.
But that's not his point. He's saying but he's saying that you're spreading what he's saying
The
about
propaganda.
me. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's different. We don't know what his tactic is.
Who's Drake's?
Yeah. This could just be like, let's settle it outside of court. It could be a million different things. We don't know why he's doing it. You're just making your opinion on whatever you're making your opinion on. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's playing a high level game that's never been played.
If you're UMG, what would you have done?
No, I'm not disputing what they're doing.
Yeah, but what would you have done if you're UMG?
I mean, I think what they did
Push
was smart.
the music regardless.
Why not?
Yes.
That's money.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a business.
You have to.
You
have to.
Yeah,
that's smart.
If you're UMG,
There's
you
not,
have
but,
to.
But that's kind of why the tactic still comes into it as to why people think Drake's like a lame. Because even when he dropped his song, what did Kendrick do? 45 seconds later, drop another song. So it's like, buddy, where's your next one then? Keep up.
But what about
so just because Kendrick came with this atomic bomb that you couldn't do nothing with is like, oh, now it's done? And now you're getting mad? Now you want to go in the corner and start suing?
I guess.
What?
But
definitely aren't in Drake's favor.
But now are we looking at it from? But are we looking at it from a business point of view or not?
It's all business at the end of the day.
Okay, so if it's all business, then what's wrong with his move?
From that perspective, I see what you're talking
What
about.
has he really got to lose?
That part.
At this point,
if he wins,
if
you
this
gotta go for the
lawsuit
Hail
is
Mary.
thrown out tomorrow, we're gonna forget all this in like 60 days, 2 days,
if
2
he
hours.
wins-
Anyway, something else is gonna pop
If
off.
he wins this and I'm Drake, I'm riding off into the sunset, bro. What am I doing after this? I feel like I have no reason to do anything.
I mean,
Cop some baby oil.
Don't do that.
I saw a meme of that though, where it's Drake burning, setting gasoline to the fire. Then he bumps into Diddy. Like there's some meme about that. It's like, why are you here, Diddy? It's like, oh, I gotta get rid of the proof. Why are you here? I'm burning down Kendrick's thing. Or
And
whatever.
the thing, what
We're
I-
going back to Miami next. Like
the other thing
it's
for me
funny.
too, though, mind you, I may not ride off into the sunset because if I'm Drake, knowing the Scorpio attitude,
you gotta flex.
Yo, he's coming back for everybody still that he didn't finish with.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you guys debate that. He's
coming back for everybody.
yeah,
else.
sure.
So it's
How
like,
do you not respect that?
For all we know, once this case settles up and he starts
Super
dropping
petty.
these disses independently, bro. Oh, buddy, like that's where you're gonna see how much
I don't
this
think
guy
they're
really
gonna-
has.
I don't-
Gonna be spicy.
Oh, are they ever?
I do not
And
think-
that will even help in pushing that agenda even further.
I don't think they're gonna let him go independent. I think they're gonna want to keep him.
To keep him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
Look
think
how-
Drake
he's
wants to
gotta
stay
be-
though.
he's gotta be- but
I think
yeah,
Drake's done. Drake realizes how bigger he is.
Depending on the number.
Nah, man.
Nah, but he's
I
not
don't
gonna want
think-
to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why not? You don't think there's a number that can settle that?
No, I don't think so. 'Cause
Not
look
if
at
he has
Kanye.
to.
Look at Kanye. Especially when you realize that, they
It's a good
have
example, actually.
Drake's product is music right now. His brand is OVO, and his brand OVO is based off of all partnerships.
Yeah.
What has he pushed the OVO brand enough to where he's making money off it on his by himself independently?
No, it's all
No,
partnerships.
exactly.
Yeah. For the
You
most
need-
part, anyway.
Master P Knots taught us best. You need to have a product behind you to push. What is Drake's product?
Shout out the cereal.
What is Drake's product? All he has is music and the brand
You can't
partnerships.
say all you have is you can't compare
What
him like that.
product does he have, bro?
I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying the amount of money that he's made off the music, he doesn't need another product.
Yeah, man. They just the machine is
Like,
just gonna
Matt, like
the
all these other people need something
The machine is just gonna continue to do you dirty whenever they feel like that. Look at Kanye.
and that's okay as long
And
as he's making
Kanye
the money
now
that
took a
he's making.
stance to be like, okay, F the system. I'm gonna do this myself then.
Yeah. That's a different. I get what you're saying.
You don't think Drake can pull that Kanye stunt? You don't think Drake's on that same? How many?
Isn't that what he's trying to do right now?
How many followers Kanye got? 500 million?
No.
What is he at?
No.
Drake's got more. Nah, Kanye definitely has more eyes.
Then Drake?
Got to, yo. Kanye's probably got like a Billy right now. What are you talking about? What are we at? What are we at?
That's actually interesting. I don't.
No, I think.
What's his Twitter
less.
number? I need all of them across the
Are
board.
you ready
His
for this?
TikToks,
Are you ready for this?
everything. What?
Oh wait, hold on. Is this him?
Probably not. Isn't he forever getting kicked off of that
Kanye
stuff?
Mills? Is that what he put himself?
I have
on?
no idea, bro.
Yay.
Yeah, it says yay.
I don't know what it is, bro. I'll keep up with that stuff.
No, this isn't him. Is it him? This is crazy.
Who cares? No, that's
It's 13.8. No, sorry.
That
I just gave
definitely
edit this whole
is
shit
not
out.
Yeah,
I just gave some wrong person to shout
I'm
out.
over these guys at this point anyways, yo.
Yeah, I can't find him there.
I still have my...
Is he even on IG anymore? Whatever, anyway. I don't think it's as much as Drake. Oh, there we go. I got him. Sorry.
I've only got one concern with Drake.
20.5 million.
I think everybody knows what that
It's
one
not even
is at this
close.
point.
He's got 20.5 million.
All right.
But the way that he's
from that
got
perspective, I see what you're
people
talking
purchasing
about.
his merch,
You talking about Kanye?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like that's a whole nother game.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's slowly building that.
And that's what I mean. He's
no.
Kanye's making them. Then he's distributing it on his own.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. I'm not even testing that realm. Like that's something else.
Do that independently, and then you'll see what time it is out here, yo. And that's what I want to see. If Drake's gonna do it for it to turn. You okay over there, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm readjusting.
Yeah, do it so that you can show the world. Anyways, that's enough of this Drake stuff. Like you guys,
I don't know. I feel like you really have something to say. Like, why don't you get to it?
No.
Come on. Like, how are we not going there now?
What? No, I'm good.
You're not gonna get into.
I feel like you know what the same argument I make every week. Yo, where's he from?
No, but you got like
that's it.
Oh, I thought you wanted to add.
Nah. I'll save that for another day, bro.
Next week.
It's the same thing. Like, where's he from, bro? Some Toronto man thing, bro. Like, where's this guy from? Anyways, whatever. Quick break.
Shout out Drake.
Yeah, shout out Drake, yo.
Okay, from that perspective, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I might play some more Drake in the break, but we'll be back after this with some more perspective. Are we taking a break, or were we supposed to be doing something else?
It'd be a sharp left.
More beef. We're sticking with the beef, bro. Yeah, we forgot the pasa, the dancehall pasa. Kartel versus Beenie. That's what we wanted to talk to, bro.
Who's got the crown?
Not who you got right now. The resident Jamaican. You got Kartel? Who you got?
How is it not Kartel, man?
Who you got?
Kartel. I don't know. The movie got canceled, so I don't know with that.
You don't know Beenie Man, bro? You don't listen to no Beenie Man, yo?
I do. But like,
give me a Beenie Man Sunday, you know. You gotta give me one. Simmer. Who got that?
That's all I got.
You gotta have another one, nah?
Nah.
That's it. Trying to think of another one from like the 90s that like they're probably playing
a music video.
They're playing the Humberwood dances. Zaga's out, Ziggy's out, anyhow.
That's funny.
That track is heavy though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but right now they're just kicking rocks. It's not really intense yet.
It's no.
You see it picking up though?
It's definitely got more steam. There's definitely got more steam. How far it's gonna get?
How far can it get?
Oh, it can get all the way turned up.
Yeah? No, but I mean like to the point where it's like gunshots and all that? No, they're too old for that?
Yeah, the men they're too old for that at this point.
Are they?
I think Jamaica wants to see that stuff, yeah. Not after Kartel just did 13 years. He's not getting back into that, bro. Trust me.
Could it like evoke that between like the younger generation that's like looking up to them or following them? Could there be like a little thing there?
Well, that's the thing. That I feel like the influence, like it that
I don't think Beenie has enough of an influence on the young boys like that. Kartel's definitely more influential to the younger generation. Beanie's so much older.
Yeah.
Beanie's been out since the 80s, bro. Like he's old. But the mere fact that he's out here still making tunes the way that he is, I rate it. Not gonna lie,
something to
man,
rate.
his lyrics still.
But let's put it this way: if Beenie was down 13 years and he came out
and
after
he
13,
still has that type of a pull.
No, but do you think he could have done a Freedom Street?
If Beenie was inside for a third, nah.
Exactly.
You think so, Nats? I don't think so. Still, not. Actually, because I'm looking at Butcher. I wasn't there for. Was Butcher thing that crazy? No, but you listen. But listen. No. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I would see it more as Beenie doing a show with Sting, whereas Kartel took on Sting and demolished Sting.
Yeah.
Sting wrapped it up and said, "Okay, we're good. Freedom Street wins, bro."
Yeah.
I don't know if I can see people coming out and showing up
like
for Beenie like that on that type of
on
scale,
those
bro.
numbers. Those numbers, like I'm saying, equivalent.
In this day and age,
equivalent.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm gonna just say it straight, and that's not to clown Beenie, but I just don't think he could have done what Kartel have done. I don't.
But look at Bounty. It's not Bounty. Look at Budger.
But Budger wasn't Freedom Street either.
Exactly. Budger went on Sting stage.
It was a big thing.
Didn't Budger go on Sting stage or something like that? Which one was it?
Say again?
Budger did his own homecoming show?
I thought it was. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I thought it was his own thing.
Isn't this easy to settle to just decide on who's a bigger star internationally? Because like a whole bunch of people flew down for this guy's show, no?
Basically.
So who's coming out for the other two? Beenie or
Beenie? No, those guys have international fans.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. But again, is it as big as?
I might have to change my answer. I might still be like, yo, Beenie can pull that, bro.
I don't think it would have been a Freedom. I don't think it would have been a Freedom Street.
debate.
I don't think I don't think it would have been a freedom street. It would have been a thing. Like, that's the thing. I'm trying to say, like, don't get me misconstrued. I'm not trying to say it wouldn't have been a thing. It wouldn't have been a homecoming. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying it wouldn't have been on a complete level that Kartel would have done. It wouldn't have had the buzz. He wouldn't have had the numbers. He just wouldn't have. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
Or people streaming.
There was a lot of young people there, bro. Like mans that are like 10, 15 years younger than you and I. We're there to see Kartel.
And then 10, 15
them
years
same
older
man, they ain't
than
showing
us.
up for Beenie that way. You know what I mean? They're not showing up like that. And that's kind of why I'm like, I don't think so.
But still, Beanie's recognized around the world.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have 50-year-olds on something like, I have to leave my house to go see Beenie. I have
to sell.
Whereas Kartel's like, no, I'm not missing this.
I'm not missing this.
Your dad wouldn't make the trip.
No, you're not. My dad to go see Beenie.
What did he say to me earlier? Yo, stop. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Yeah. Crazy, bro.
I don't think so. Again, that's not like,
because that's our parents' generation.
I hear you, but I hear you.
That's our parents' generation. That's our generation.
Dennis Brown would have to rise from the grave for my dad to even pick up and even turn the TV on, dog.
That's a thing still.
That's just to turn the TV on. My dad ain't going nowhere to see nobody, bro. Trust me.
No disrespect to Beenie, it wouldn't be a
big up Beenie still, but
like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that whole King of the Dancehall reign, I think you lost it, bro. I mean, at least you beat Bounty. Do you feel like he beat Bounty? You feel like he beat Bounty.
So does he end up gaining some relevance with what he's trying to do right now?
Beenie Man?
Yeah.
I think it's just that.
Is that what it's about?
Yo, Beenie probably has an album coming out or a book. You know what I mean? Like, it's just controversy at the end of the day.
Shout out the book club.
Exactly. On some Jim Jones foolishness, like, yo, them man, they just to sell something.
So it's not a bad move? Or does he really feel like that?
You know what it is? Beanie's about to go on tour in America. He had an announcement that he got back his visa. That's probably what this is, bro. Yeah. Just a ton up your thing. Add some clout to whatever you're doing, just to get your name in the algorithm. All of a sudden, the advertisements start popping up because you know they're listening. The second we start talking about Beenie Man, London. Starts popping up in the algorithm.
Could they do something
Big up everybody
together?
in London. Who? Kartel and Beenie?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That I could be the alley-oop for that next year or a couple years from now. The
You have
same
to
way
wonder
Beenie and
sometimes,
Bounty.
bro.
The
Yeah,
same way
exactly.
Beenie and Bounty. Come on.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to wonder. And I feel like they need to turn that into a stage show. That whole verses that we got over the pandemic, turn that into a stage show.
Oh man, that was amazing.
That's what we need to see.
That was amazing.
And even bring back a Kartel versus Movado, same stage.
Ooh, but there, I don't.
2-day event.
Every time you're like, that's what we need to say. I'm like, speak for yourself.
I was trying to give you two artists and be like, yo, make them clash, but I'm like, you guys got Daljeet Dosanjh and who else?
Punjabi MC.
Punjabi MC. Where's that guy? Where's Punjabi MC though?
What's his name? Had to run though, but they took him out, man. What's his name? Sidhu, man.
Yeah.
He had a wave, bro.
Yeah, he did have a wave still.
Yeah. I think they're dropping a new album for him soon. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn it, yo. I don't know. I'm here for it, bro. Kartel's gonna, I think he's gonna, if it gets serious, he'll done Beanie's run. And it might be a sad bout out.
Pause. And you see what I'm saying? That's the unofficial conclusion from anybody I talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody I talk to saying, nah, Kartel's gonna done him.
Yeah.
Beenie, do your thing, but Kartel's gonna done you. Fall back.
I just hope it picks up during the summertime.
Whoo.
That part, that'd be fun. I guess we'll leave it there then. Enough of the music stuff. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let me shout out Mac Miller and his project that he just released. It's pretty good. A couple songs got added to the playlist. My More Heights playlist, yo. And yo, like I said last week and the week before, my playlist, they're on the road, they're bubbling, they're sizzling. If you need one, you can find me on Instagram at wha'SUP. That Rexdale playlist getting a whole lot of fanfare, let's say.
But.
Yeah. I don't know. I've spent a lot of time working on these things. So if you need a playlist, like I said, find me on Instagram. But I don't know if I should want to play some of this Mac Miller stuff or play some Beenie Man. What do you guys want to hear? Mac Miller or some Beenie Man? Nah.
Vybz.
Vybz. Yeah, but Mac Miller's Balloonerism is the name of the album, yo. I like Stoned, and I definitely like that DJ's chord organ with SZA, who SB was just over here batting up, yo. But it's a pretty good album. Like I said, a few songs made it onto a couple of my playlists. Rick's Piano is another good one. But rest in peace, Mac Miller, yo.
Yeah, I was gonna say who put the album out for him?
That's what I was actually wondering. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's always a bunch of these producers / like one of your family members will probably get involved and be like, "Yo, I want to put a project together." Because
any features?
It goes under his
I would imagine, but
no, I'm like asking like who's on it?
SZA, but it's really just some vocals and singing background type stuff. And so I've never heard of this person, Delusional Thomas, whoever that is. Outside of that, it's just Mac. It's really like I'm gonna listen to it again probably on the weekend. It's one of those like grab the mushrooms, fly like a kite, and just chill.
Let it run.
The whole album, like almost all but 2 songs is pretty much that like that vibe, bro. And
would you enjoy it without that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. But that definitely helps in the feelings because
seasoning.
Yeah, it's one of those like you're gonna want to sit back and feel the feels, bro. I'll probably cry a little bit. So. Whatever. But if you have a chance, go check out some Mac Miller, yo. And go stream some Lazy Jaw while you're at it, yo. Big up Lazy Jaw's thing every time.
Only going up this year.
Well, thank you for making it this far with us in this episode. Hit us in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe, notification buttons. Go follow SB so you can join his book club. And you know
what? Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Don't say it like what?
The way it sounds
join
like
the book club.
The book club.
The book club. It's the biggest thing on the road right now. Not to mention, stay on the lookout for our live show. It's coming up. SCP is going to be celebrating with a live show in the next few months. Should we save the date yet? No? Too early still? Or it's on the way. It's coming. Huh?
I kind of said it earlier, but
did you?
Yeah, I caught that too.
Oh, whatever. Who cares? If they were listening, then good job.
There you go.
Put it in your calendars, but
there you go.
Put in the comments if you heard it.
Look for an official announcement coming soon. Big up pre on the outside. And I don't know. I feel like that's it. Anything else?
Big up the king of the dancehall.
That part. SB, you're good. I'm gonna hit the chimes.
Yeah, we're good.
SB, I mean, Knots, you got nothing? All right, whatever. I guess see you guys next week.
All sides,
That too.